Arman Khan never thought life would turn out this way. At 32, he was a widower, raising his 6-year-old daughter, Hania, entirely on his own. Every morning began the same. Wake up at 5 a.m. Prepare breakfast. Pack Hania's school lunch. Kiss her forehead. Then rush to his job at a furniture factory. Arman didn't complain. He didn't have time to complain. His world began and ended with Hania. But behind his quiet smile was a struggle so deep he didn't dare speak of it. Bills piling up. School fees overdue. And ever since his wife passed, he carried the weight of guilt, fear, and loneliness like bricks in his chest. Still, he kept going. Because Hania needed him. Arman sat alone during lunch breaks. Mostly because he didn't want anyone to see what was in his lunchbox. For weeks, maybe months, it had been the same. One apple. Just one apple. Not because he was on a diet. Not because he liked apples. But because that was all he could afford after paying for Hania's food. Every rupee went to his daughter. Every meal he skipped was so she wouldn't have to skip any. His co-workers joked that he was too healthy or eating clean, but Arman just laughed awkwardly. Inside, he felt the sting of shame. Until one day, someone unexpected noticed. Mr. Raymond, the factory owner, was a strict man. People said he never smiled. Never talked much. Never cared about his workers' personal struggles. But that day, he passed by the lunch area and saw Arman sitting alone. Just one apple in his hand. No plate. No food container. No drink. Nothing. Just the apple. For a moment, the boss paused. It bothered him more than he expected. Why would a grown man eat only fruit, every single day? He didn't say anything. He just walked away. But he noticed. And once you notice real struggle, you can't unsee it. 2 days later, something unusual happened. The factory siren rang earlier than usual. Everyone looked confused. Emergency meeting, the supervisor announced. Workers whispered nervously. Arman wiped his hands and walked to the main hall like everyone else. At the front stood Mr. Raymond. Beside him was a table covered with papers. From today, he began, we are starting a new worker support program. Medical help. Food support. And education assistance for those with children. The room erupted in surprised murmurs. Arman blinked. He didn't understand. Then the boss looked straight at him. And some of you here have been silently struggling. I want you to know, your sacrifices haven't gone unnoticed. Arman's heart froze. He wanted to disappear. The boss continued. I've watched one of my best workers eat only an apple every day, while working harder than anyone else in this building. That ends today. Suddenly, the entire hall went silent. Everyone looked at Arman. His ears burned with embarrassment. But before he could speak, the boss walked toward him. Arman, Mr. Raymond said softly, why didn't you ask for help? Arman swallowed, trying not to cry in front of everyone. I'm fine, sir. Things are a bit tough. But I'll manage. Mr. Raymond shook his head. You shouldn't have to starve just to take care of your daughter. That was it. Arman couldn't hold it anymore. Tears escaped his eyes, no matter how hard he wiped them. He whispered, I'm just trying to be a good father. The boss placed a hand on his shoulder. You already are. And now, we're going to help. From that day, Arman received a salary increase. The factory covered Hania's school fees for the rest of the year. He got a monthly grocery allowance. And he was promoted to supervisor. For the first time in years, Arman finally had hope. That evening, he brought home bags of groceries. Rice. Vegetables. chicken, milk. Things he couldn't remember buying together in months. When Hania saw them, her face lit up. "Papa. Are we rich now?" she asked innocently. Armin laughed with tears in his eyes. "No, my love, but today, Allah sent us kindness.